Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm going to go ahead and share with you what I do when I am not motivated and how I actually create motivation, because this is something that I believe everybody should know about, because it's the one thing that I wish I would have known a long time ago. So on my Instagram, in case you're not following me there, it's a cup of fitness. That's it. That is the place where I asked if you guys wanted to know how I create some motivation. And in case you're new here, my name is Eva. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Or if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I'm doing my best to upload videos as much as possible. Let's first start with the word motivation. um, this is the one thing that I feel like we have to remember. You're not always going to be motivated. And I know you probably heard this 100 million times, and everybody tells you, like, don't rely on motivation. And the truth is, you cannot rely on motivation. Motivation is the thing that's going to get you started. It's not the thing that's going to keep you going. But with that being said, there are ways to create motivation within yourself, and that is something that I learned a lot, especially through going through my photo shoot prep, where I did not want to do my cardio, I did not want to do my workouts, where I was just tired, I didn't want to stick to my meals. I had to learn how to create motivation. And let me tell you, the days that I'm motivated, they are a lot more rare than the days that I'm unmotivated. I will let you know that, because it's just normal. You're not always going to be motivated to do all the things you have to do. So here I actually have a list, because I tend to go off topic a lot, and I want to make sure that I let you guys know. So I'm gonna go first and tell you guys what I do. That way I don't make this video too long if you're just here on wanting to know what I do to get myself motivated. So the number one thing I do, which I know you guys probably seen it on my Instagram, is I have a cup of motivation, aka coffee. Okay, I do not do pre-workouts. That is one thing that I do not do. I cannot handle caffeine that much. So coffee for me is the one thing I look forward to when I wake up in the morning, and the one thing I look forward to right before my workout. So I have a cup of motivation, which is a cup of coffee, right before my workout. Recently, I had made it a habit of having a little piece of chocolate with that coffee. I'm gonna go ahead and stop doing that, because that is a habit I started creating, and then at night I want my chocolate again. So I'm not doing that anymore. I'm only doing my cup of motivation, which is my cup of coffee. So what I like to do is I'll make my cup of coffee, and I already know that means I'm going to be going to the gym. Now, I go to the gym like around 1 p.m. I really suggest not having coffee after 2 p.m. You're going to have a hard time going to sleep. Okay, sleep is super important when it comes to weight loss and being healthy as well. Second thing I do, and then I'll let you guys know, sometimes I do all these things all at once. I set the mood. I know this might seem like, what does that mean? So I set the mood in the way that I put on my workout clothes to make sure that I know that I'm gonna go work out. I put on music that usually I listen to at the gym, and I actually have a playlist called Liked. So on Spotify, you can like the music that kind of, like, you know, makes you, like when you're working out and then you're like, ah, man, this song is good. Like, I really like this song. So I tend to like it, and then it goes into a liked playlist. So what I do is I go ahead and put on that playlist, because it gets me pumped, it gets me excited. So I already set the mood. I make sure that, those two things go one on one, and I'm just excited because now I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna put on my headphones, and I'm like in the middle of a concert. That's really how I feel. Third thing I do is I schedule my workouts to my Google Calendar. So You guys know I am an online fitness coach, so I do work online and I get on calls most of my day. So I want to make sure I have those boundaries where it's my me time and when it's work time. So for me, I try my best to schedule the gym on my calendar. I already know I usually schedule like 2 hours. I don't spend 2 hours at the gym anymore because I'm not on photo shoot prep anymore. But that gives me enough time to come back home and shower. And I already know that those 2 hours are my little time that I have at the gym. And for me to get ready to, continue doing my day. So scheduling my workout in my calendar, I believe it's very beneficial because I get a little notification and a little reminder that I need to go to the gym. And all it says is gym time. That's all it says. 30 minutes before I'm supposed to be at the gym, I get a little notification that it's gym time. I look at it and I already know, okay, I have to go because I don't really have anyone to really get me there, right? So for example, I know a lot of people like workout classes because you have to be there at a certain time. This is how I make that whole like I have to be there at a certain time. Number 4 is I remind myself that you never regret a workout and it's going to be worth it. The endorphins are always worth it, no matter how unmotivated, how shitty I'm feeling. I'm always going to feel better after my workout. So this was probably the toughest way to motivate yourself because you really just have to push yourself to get there. Okay, so what I like to do is like I do all those 3 things that I mentioned. I set the mood, I have my cup of coffee, I have good music, all those things. And then I tell myself, if I just get to the gym, I already know I'm gonna have a good time. So I usually like to trick myself. It's a wonderful thing. You should always trick your mind into believing certain things. So I tell myself, okay, I'm gonna go show up. I'm only going to do like 10 minutes on the treadmill. If I really, really don't want to be there, then I'm gonna come back home. But most likely, I'm already there. I'm already sweating a little bit. I just start my workout. Really, like that's really all you have to do. Just tell yourself, I'm just going to start. I'm gonna do the first 5 minutes, and if I really don't feel like working out, then I'll stop. And most likely you're not gonna stop because you're already start feeling good. So just remember that nobody ever regrets doing a workout. Everybody regrets not doing a workout. And the 5th one, and I know you guys probably have heard this one so many times, and I think like everybody always talks about this, and this was super, super important, is you have to know your why. Like, why do you want to live this healthy lifestyle? Why do you want to move your body? Why do you want to make your body strong? So I know when it comes to like working out, following a certain nutrition protocols, a lot of times you think about weight loss, you just want to lose weight, you want to feel confident, everything has to do with like outside appearance. And those are just the perks that come from living a healthy lifestyle that I enjoy. But if I tell you my true why, you would know that it's like a lot more deeper than the way I look. So my reason for wanting to live a healthy lifestyle and I want to work out and all these things is because I have mentioned this to my few of my clients, and this is a long-term goal. Do I know if it's going to happen? I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to get to that age and that's going to happen. So for me, I want to be at the age of 70, 60, 70, 80 and still want to go out for walks I want to be, and I always put this picture because I feel like everybody knows what I'm talking about when I say this. When you go to the beach and you see sometimes like those older couples walking, and they're not just like struggling to walk, they're like walking really fast. Like you could just tell that's their normal routine. That's what I want for my life as I tend to progress in age. This is the reason I do it, because I want to live a healthier, longer life, and I want to make sure that I can still do things as I progress in age. I still want to have energy. I still want to, you know, feel good, and be able to do a lot of things. I don't want my age to stop me from doing those things. And that's really my why. So on days where I'm like, I don't want to go for my steps, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to work out, I don't want to eat healthy, nutritious food, I remember why I'm doing this. Because I want to live a longer, healthier life, and I love myself enough to make those changes. This change has nothing to do with me feeling like I don't love myself and I should change everything because I don't love myself. I actually love myself enough that I want to, you know, keep my body strong and keep my body nourished because it does so much for me. But yeah, that's a little bit off tangent when it comes to like my why. My why is very, very strong. So I want you to really stop for a second and really think about your why. Why are you really doing this? If you can't just go off of it and continue talking and get somewhat emotional or get butterflies about it, then you need to really start writing down why this is important. I know a lot of times, like I said, we talk about it, the physical appearance, and that's fine. I mean, I love looking good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really love it. I enjoy seeing my muscles growing. I enjoy being able to wear certain clothes and not stop myself from wearing clothes because I feel uncomfortable or stuff like that. So those are just the perks. But my deep down why, you guys just found out why. So those are like my 5 top things that I like to do when it comes to motivation. Now, I will say it again. Motivation is the thing that gets you started. It's not the thing that's going to keep you going. So you do not want to rely on motivation. You never want to tell yourself like, I'm not motivated today to go to the gym. Because I'll tell you something. During my photo shoot prep, the last 2 months, I was nowhere near motivated. After my photo shoot prep, my motivation skyrocketed like a little bit, maybe 2 weeks or so. And then afterwards, I was like, oh my God, I felt a little lost because now I don't have a set goal with a deadline and stuff like that. So right now, I am like kind of in a maintenance phase and a building phase. So the motivation has been a little bit lower because now I don't see the changes that I was seeing when I was getting to the photo shoot. The photo shoot, like seeing the changes motivated me a little bit more to just be like, okay, let's just continue pushing. Let's just continue pushing. But now my motivation this week has been good because I'm feeling strong again. But besides that, I don't have days where I'm motivated. Never. You might see on Instagram that I look forward to going to my workouts because once again, my why is really strong and I know I'm going to feel better. So no matter what, I know if I'm having a shitty day, a bad day, I'm always going to have a better mood after my workout or after my steps and stuff like that. So that's why I say don't rely on motivation, but you can create motivation. Okay, so hopefully these 5 tips that I just shared with you that I do myself can help you to create some motivation on those days where you are kind of in a funk. You know, we all go through it. I go through it too, like I said. And if you have any tips that you use to get yourself motivated, why don't you go ahead and share it with me in the comments down below? I'm pretty sure other people would love to hear what other people are doing to, stay on track, stay consistent with everything. Um, and that's it. So thank you so much for coming on to my YouTube video. If you liked it, then, give it a thumbs up. I think I watch a lot of YouTubers that say give it a thumbs up. And subscribe if you haven't. And I'm doing my best to get back on track with uploading at least every week or every other week. Like I said, this is just more of my little fun thing, but I also want to share things that I have learned through my journey with you guys. And I hope these tips were enough for you to get motivated and go do your workout today. Okay, bye.